Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to take a look at the 1212 portal is coming up here very soon, and this is a great time for you to connect with your intuition. It's kind of a doorway opening to manifestations, trusting the way your life is unfolding, and being able to harness in on the things that you want to accomplish, the goals and the things that you've set out for your life. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be general collective. This is not a specific personal reading, but if you do want your own personalized reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Now, I am going to put the timestamps down below, so feel free to check out your sun, moon, or rising placement. We're going to get one tarot card to see what the overall energy will be for the 1212 portal for that specific sign. We're going to see what you need to surrender, what you need to embrace, and what is Spirit's advice or guidance or message from you or to you for the 1212 portal. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Aries first. All right, Aries, what is the overall energy for you when it comes to the 1212 portal? Okay, so this is about having spontaneity. So there might be something that you're needing to be a little more spontaneous with. So let's find out first with this Knight of Swords energy. You could be needing to be more communicative, speaking into existence of what it is that you want and what you desire. So let's find out first, what do you need to surrender? Surrender to trust. It says, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action, be confident that you have chosen the right path. So trusting what you know to be true, what you do speak, and even if you spontaneously speak something out to someone else and they are against it, trust what you know is the truth within yourself of what you're speaking. Let's see what you need to embrace. The victim mindset. It says, you feel the world is against you and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your own happiness. Only then will abundance flow to you. So you could be somebody who plays the victim quite a bit when it comes to things that have happened or not happened for you. And your guides are saying it's time for you to finally embrace not being the victim any longer. What does the universe want you to know? What do you need to hear that's going to serve your highest good for the 1212 portal? It's about finding your center. It says your outside world is a reflection and manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then it's an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So you might be needing to trust that if you are feeling like a victim on the outside, that people are making you feel that way, it's something more internally is what your guides are wanting you to go within. Now is the time to recollect your thoughts and realign what you're thinking about yourself and where you particularly want to be going forward. You have the choice and decision. The 1212 portal is a great time for you to do manifestations, to be able to steer your life in the direction that you want it to go. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Let's see what is the overall energy for your 1212 portal coming up. Okay, we've got the Death card, which is all about rebirth. This is about change. So let's find out, what is it you need to surrender in order for this change to come out, this change or transformation to emerge. This is Scorpio energy. So you could have Scorpio heavy in your chart. Surrender defensiveness. Okay, so it says, defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way. Stay centered and hear somebody out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So you could be somebody who does get on the defense and not realizing that that's actually a weakness within you. So there's a need for a transformative energy of you not feeling weak, but feeling more confident with the way you feel. So there could be a change that you're needing to go through when you think about how you handle situations. So let's find out, what is it you need to embrace? What does Taurus need to embrace? Embrace abundance. It says, you're being asked to be open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step to receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it is on its way. So you may get defensive when somebody says something to you about your life that you need to make changes. Instead of actually making the necessary changes, you could get on the defense of justifying why you aren't abundant, why you don't have love, why you don't have the greatest job, or why you don't have enough money. There's a defense mechanism that you've been masking, and now's the time to open that wide up and be open to the abundance that's available to others is available to you during this time period. Let's see what your guides want you to know. Give back. It says, today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectations of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. So this is understanding, your guides want you to understand, it's not about just taking for yourself, but it's also about, it's in giving that you actually receive. It comes full circle for you. So if you are somebody who has never been giving to other people because you feel you can't, it doesn't have to be a monetary or tangible thing. It could be the gift of love and affection, the gift of the gesture of the kindness that's in your heart. So there's something that you're needing to change and not be defensive over. This 12-12 portal is a great time for you to be able to give back and realize how what you give, you're going to receive in return. All right, Gemini, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Gemini, for the 12-12 portal, what is the overall energy for you? Those that have Gemini placement, what is the overall energy for Gemini? We have the Sun. Okay. This is about happiness, joy. This is also about healing. So there is something about you opening up to the infinite possibility of happily ever after. So let's find out what you need to surrender. Surrender to divine timing, okay? It says, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. It is a goal. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So you could be trying to force things prematurely before they're actually ready to be present in your life. The universe is saying your happiness is coming. Your happily ever after is going to be here. And maybe it's not happened in the way or when you've expected it, but it is coming to you. So don't resist the flow. What do you need to embrace? Compassion. It says you're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your own back. So embracing the compassion within yourself that you will receive the love that you truly want and desire. What do your guides want you to know, Gemini, at this time? What does Gemini's guides want them to know? What do they want them to hear that's going to serve their highest good? Gemini. Be proud. It says it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and be proud. So even though you may feel like there's certain things that you have wanted to achieve up to this point that you haven't, and you may be letting that impact your overall happiness, be proud of what you've already accomplished up to this point. And be compassionate with yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time because not maybe everything has happened. Maybe you have the great job, but you don't have the relationship. Maybe you have the home, but you don't have the family. There's something about being able to accept and be proud of where you're at so far, because it's only going to get better after this. Cancer. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Cancer, what is the overall energy for you for the 12-12 portal? Cancer. What is the overall energy for Cancer for the 12-12 portal? The Eight of Swords. This is a self-restriction. There's maybe a negative mindset that you've had for quite some time. You've been self-imposed within your thoughts and in your mind about maybe a particular situation or circumstance. Let's see what you need to surrender. What does Cancer need to surrender? Surrender defensiveness. It says, defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So instead of being defensive with what your thoughts are, you could be defending yourself, like having the fight within your own mind. It's time for you to surrender to that defensiveness and ask yourself, why are you being defended? Why do you feel like you need to defend yourself? Let's see what you need to embrace. What does Cancer need to embrace? Dependence. It says, there's something or someone you are clinging to and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed and the only approval you need is your own. So you are being very dependent on someone else to give you the approval that you think you need when it comes to something in your life. And you're trying to defend your stance that you need this person's approval. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your friends, maybe it's your significant other. Maybe it's your children. There's something that is really restricting you that maybe you're wanting to do, but you are very dependent on others' opinions and thoughts. Let's see what your guides want you to know. What does Cancer's guides want them to know at this time for the 12-12 portal? Grounding yourself. It says, being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now's the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. So you can do a lot of things to ground yourself. The best and easiest way is to actually go out into nature and just have the natural elements of the sun, the air, the trees, nature. Breathe in and breathe out and try to release what you are feeling because you are really caught up in your head. Put it into the universe. Ask God or the universe for help. There's ways that you can ask for guidance, maybe even confirmation of guidance to kind of get out of that mindset. Leo, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Okay, Leo, the 12-12 portal, what is it that you need to know? What is Leo's energy for the 12-12 portal? The King of Cups. It's about having compassion, having understanding. This could be having compassion for yourself. This could be also love, loving somebody else, loving yourself. What is it that Leo needs to surrender for the 12-12 portal? Worry. Are you worried that someone's not going to love you enough? It says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you. So you're needing to surrender to the worry that you have about this love that is pending. Let's see what Leo needs to embrace. What does Leo need to embrace? Shame. It says, you've carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. So you could have shame over something that you have experienced or you've went through in the past, and you worry that because you maybe have released the situation that you will never find this happily ever after. You'll never be emotionally happy again. And there's a need for you to let go of the shame that you're feeling about that decision. Let's see what your guides want you to know. There's something about you understanding that the emotions you felt for the decisions you made in the past, even though you're worried about that, it's actually going to come full circle where it's going to work in your favor. Intuitive nudges, your intuition already knows this. Your intuition knows whatever this situation was that in the past potentially you needed to release something you were emotionally attached to is actually happening for the greater good, not to worry. So it says for intuitive nudges, intuition is the language of the soul. So we are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and divine spirit. So you could be getting a lot of downloads at this time. Your intuition could be guiding you to let go of any guilt or any shame that you have attached to prior situations. And no need to worry, because even though you don't understand why you had to release some maybe love that you had for somebody or a job or a career, it's all going to make sense for you, because you're going to be able to listen to your intuition to move towards potentially new love or new job. Virgo, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Virgo, 12-12 portal. What is the overall energy for Virgo? The Five of Wands. There is a battle. There is a fight. There's some type of conflict here that you're really passionate about. You could have a recent fight with somebody around you, and you're needing to figure out how to handle this battle. What is it you need to surrender? Addictions. This could be an internal battle that you're fighting against yourself. It says, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, intimate relations, overworking, taking action to begin healing the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So this battle that you're going through, there is a need for you to finally surrender it. It's something that maybe you've known for a long time you've needed to try to release, but you have not. You've not been able to. Now is the time for you to finally surrender. It's time to let it go. It's not serving you. It's not helping you. It's not making you be the best version of yourself. So what is it that Virgo needs to embrace for the 12-12 portal? What do you need to embrace? Release. Can't make this up. You need to release this addiction. It says you're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all the drama. The first step is of achieving that. So this addiction could be people. This could be patterns. This could be vices. Whatever this battle is, it's finally time to let it go. Let's see what your guides want you to know. What does Virgo's guides want them to know in regards to this release? What do your guides want you to know, Virgo? Inner passion. Okay, it says, life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is a time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. So you could be, once you release this addiction, whether this is a vice, this is a person, this is a belief about yourself, once you release it, you're gonna feel a new reinvigoration within yourself. And this is the doorway to this passion, this desire. You know, for example, maybe you've always wanted to run like a marathon, or you've wanted to be like a runner, but maybe you smoke, and that's an addiction that you've not been able to give up. And the universe is saying, if you finally release this addiction, it's going to help the capacity of you being able to become this runner, because it's going to help clear your lungs. It's going to help intensify your desire to want to be this runner. Or maybe it's you want to be in a relationship with somebody and you've been attached to the codependency of your mom and dad taking care of you. Maybe they financially have always taken care of you, and therefore you haven't felt the need to really be dependent on your own to go find somebody. And once you release the codependency that you're having maybe on your parents, living with them, or them taking care of you, or them, you know, kind of managing your life, you're going to feel inspired to be your own independent person and find your partner, the person you're meant to be with. So, all right, let's go to Libra. All right, Libra. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Libra, 12-12 portal. What is the overall energy for Libra? The moon. Understanding what is being hidden. There's emotions that you know you have. There could be a little bit of illusion when it comes to a situation. Let's see what you're needing to surrender with this moon for the 12-12 portal. Procrastination. It says, Now is the time to now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Take action and you will attract success. So you maybe have been sitting in the thoughts of your intuition nudging you to do this, but you haven't been doing it. You've been procrastinating. You're like, oh, on Monday I'll start that job search, or oh, next week I'll decide to start that business, or oh, when I lose 30 pounds, then I'll start dating. There's something about you stopping and surrendering to the procrastination. Now is the time. Now is the opening, the doorway for you. So what do you need to embrace? The victim mindset. It says, you feel the world is against you. This will only cause you to attract more negative results. So stop the blame and take responsibility for your own happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow to you. So you could be a victim of your own circumstance. You've been sitting in your feelings and emotions, woe is me, procrastinating, blaming, well, if my friends didn't always ask me to go to the bar, then I wouldn't drink as much, I wouldn't have gained weight, and that's why I don't have anybody. Or if my employer didn't make me work so much, then I could spend more time starting this business. There's something about you embracing that you've been a victim of your own circumstance for far too long, and you've been the victim by yourself in your own mind, but you're not a victim. So let's see what your guides want you to know, Virgo. Or no, we're on Libra, I think. Libra. All right. Sorry, Libra. You could have Virgo in your chart. All right, Libra. What do your guides want you to know? Hope. There it is. It says, your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach you if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. So your guides maybe have been sending you these nudges with your intuition. You could be seeing a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of confirmation that you're supposed to get out of this kind of stuck in the mud energy you've been in with procrastination. And know that your guides are saying there is hope for you. You just have to believe it within yourself. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Scorpio. What's the overall energy for you for the 12-12 portal? Scorpio. The High Priestess. This is about empowering yourself. This is about knowing you can harness into whatever the energy is that you wanted to do when it comes to your life. Let's see what it is that you need to surrender. Procrastination. It says, now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Your intuition has been telling you can do this. Whatever this is that you've been procrastinating about, the thought has been in your mind, but you've been playing ping pong, not actually getting it out of your mind onto paper and taking the necessary steps or action. And now's the time to stop procrastinating. Get out of your head, get it on paper, and take the necessary steps to get to that goal, that desire of whatever that is. Let's see what you need to embrace. Your intuition could be really strong, trying to nudge you to do something, and you haven't been doing it. Embrace solitude. It says, spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our own soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so that you can stand on your own in any situation. So being able to embrace the time alone is really going to help heighten your intuition, which is already strong. There could be energy around you that is kind of muddling what you already know intuitively. And so I want you to spend a little bit of time alone, recharging your batteries so you can reconnect with yourself and not allowing procrastination to be a part of it anymore. Let's see what your guides want you to know, Scorpio. Be proud. It says, it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and be proud of yourself. So you could be somebody who feels like you are not where you want to be, but you don't recognize where you've already come up to this point, that you've kind of allowed yourself to just stay there. And being proud of where you're at up to this point is amazing. And that's what your guides want you to acknowledge. Be grateful for the experiences, the lessons that you've learned and the ones that you've not wanted to learn but you've been forced to. So spending time alone and really practicing that gratitude daily is going to help you to connect with that intuition. Sagittarius, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, for the 12-12 portal, what is the energy for Sagittarius? What is the energy for Sagittarius? The Justice. This is Libra energy. You could have Libra in your chart. This is about making sure everything is fair and balanced. The energy of what you give is what you receive, and what you get is because of what you gave to others or within yourself. So let's find out what you need to surrender. Surrender to unhealthy relationships. So there could be an imbalance around you with the dynamics of relationships. This could be love relationships, platonic relationships. It says, let go of relationships that do not serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and surrounded by positive people. So this is a time for you to reassess the imbalance of relationships or connections around you. Are you giving more than others? And that's unhealthy. Are they giving more to you than what you're giving to them? That's not fair to them, and that's toxic and unhealthy. So you have to address which side of the fence you're on. And your guides are saying it's time for you to surrender those relationships. Those are not healthy for you or the others involved. Could even be an unhealthy relationship you have with yourself, that there's an imbalance that you have within you. Let's see what you need to embrace, Sagittarius. Solitude. Spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our own soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so that you can stand in your own in the current situation. So embracing time alone is going to help you to hear things and feel things of what you need to do, the shifts and the changes that you're needing to make to have the best fair and balance that you want when it comes to your life and the relationships you have with yourself or those around you. What does Sagittarius' guides want them to know? What do your guides want you to know? Let go. I'm hearing that song, Let It Go. Is it Louis Capaldi? No, I'm not sure who sings it. It says, once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart, and we'll do everything in our power to protect you. So you could be feeling this imbalance within yourself, that maybe you have an unhealthy view or perspective of who you are or where you could be in life. There's a need for you to let go of that. And if it's not you that you have the imbalance in within yourself, it's those that are around you. There's an imbalance of give and take. Either you're taking more than you're giving or vice versa. It's time to reassess those relationships and just finally let them go so that you can elevate and grow as an individual. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Capricorn, 12-12 portal. What is the overall energy for Capricorn for the 12-12 portal? Capricorn. Capricorn. Strength. It's about having the willpower, the courage, having strength. You could be holding back some strong feelings and emotions about yourself, about the situation around you. Let's see what you need to surrender, Capricorn. Surrender fear. It says, let go of the fearful stories you were telling yourself. Just stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So you could not, maybe you don't have the strength. Maybe you're holding back your strength when it comes to something in your life that the universe is saying you need to finally surrender the fear, and you do have the willpower, you do have the strength to be able to move forward with whatever it is that you've been wanting that you feel that you can't do. Let's see what you need to embrace, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to embrace at this time? trusting yourself. It says, you've got this. You've worked hard to get this far, and you have the ability to create things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and the abilities will take you to the highest timeline. So you maybe haven't been trusting yourself. You have been holding back and trying to be this pillar of strength, thinking you could do it, but you're not doing anything about it because you're fearful of it. The universe is saying you need to embrace that you should trust yourself. You can do this, whatever this is. Let's see what your guides want you to know, Capricorn. What does Capricorn's guides want them to know for the 12-12 portal? What do they need to know? Forgiveness. It says, holding on to resentment and anger is preventing you, or it's even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness is in its own right is equally and incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So there's a need to either forgive yourself about a situation or forgive those that are around you, you know, maybe something from your childhood or a relationship that you were in. There's a need for you to not hold on to this resentment. Let go of the anger finally. Something that you've been suppressing, you've not had the courage to let go of. The universe is saying it's fine to finally detach from that and let it go. Aquarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Aquarius, the 12-12 portal, what is the overall energy for you, Aquarius? Aquarius. 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 With the 8 of Wands, we've got communication. So that's the overall energy. There's something that maybe you're needing to communicate about some type of travel, or there's communication that could be coming into you. Let's see what you need to surrender about this communication. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to surrender? Surrender to Spirit. Spirit may be wanting to communicate with you and you've not been open and receptive. It says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let Spirit work its magic. So you're needing to surrender to what Spirit is wanting you to do. Now, there could be a need that Spirit has been putting the pebbles in front of you, but you've been ignoring them. You've not been acknowledging them whatsoever. There might be a need for you to acknowledge why you keep seeing the same numbers, why you keep hearing the same song, why you keep seeing that animal. Why are those uniqueness, those things that you keep peculiarly seeing, but you're not picking up on what they are? What do you need to embrace? Taking the high road? It says you're on the impasse with a relationship or a situation in your life. It's now time to think bigger and release the desired outcomes and take the most positive course of action. This is you on the road, but you're needing to embrace the road, that the signs and synchronicities that are in front of you, instead of you turning this way and ignoring them, or looking off and not acknowledge what's right in front of you. That's what your guides are wanting you to embrace, is the signs are in front of you. Let's see what your guides want you to know. For Aquarius, what does Aquarius's guides want them to know at this time? Aquarius. We've got two that came out. We've got memories and we've got caregiver. Okay, so it says, with the caregiver, it says, we are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives. Just as you receive care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. And then we also have memories. So your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are in the spirit world. For neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. So you could be getting signs that you need to go visit somebody. It's at the end of the road of their life, and you are maybe not wanting to do that. You're maybe holding on to something from the past with the memories, something that has impacted you. This could be a mother, a father, a grandparent, an aunt, or an uncle. It could be somebody who took care of you when you were little, and now it's coming full circle where they're at the end where you're needing to step up and take care of them. So there's something about you taking the high road when it comes to this situation, and you're going to be benefited if you do. All right, Pisces. You want your own personalized in-depth reading? My website's TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Pisces, 12-12 portal. What's the overall energy going to be for you, Pisces? The Six of Pentacles. In giving that you receive. Okay? You could be giving more than others. You could be taking more from others. Let's see what you need to surrender, Pisces. What does Pisces need to surrender? Wow. Surrender fear. You could be fearing if you give too much, you're not going to receive. It says, let go of your fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment and focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So surrendering to fear of giving in a situation. Let's see what you need to embrace. What does Pisces need to embrace at this time? Pisces, what do you need to embrace at this time for the 12-12 portal? Authenticity. It says, be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. So you could be fearful if you give your all authentically that nobody will want to give to you. You could be in the shadows of your own self. Now's the time to open that up and let that go. Let's see what your guides want you to know, Pisces. What does Pisces guides want them to know at this time? Pisces. Ooh. Ancestral wisdom. It says, we are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this time to learn and grow from past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as you continue to evolve in the spirit world. So you may be fearful if people know that you're gifted, or that you are somebody who maybe communicates with those that pass over, or you have some type of difference that's unique that some people don't understand. You may be fearful if you live your life authentically like that nobody will want to be around you, nobody will want to give to you, nobody will want to pour in and love you the way you need to. You have ancestors who have those same unique gifts, those same unique talents, those same differences that maybe people around you don't understand, but you have ancestors that have walked that before, and they want you to know that they've done it and so can you. And that is maybe part of your life purpose, is to be able to give these gifts to others, and those that are meant to receive it, you will receive in return. The authenticity that you give is what you're going to get in return, which is going to be something that you just eventually have to surrender the fear and embrace who you are. You are who you are for a particular reason.